Mortal Kombat 3 introduced the cyborg ninjas Sektor, Smoke, and Cyrax, all easily identifiable through colors, as is the case with the rest of the Mortal Kombat ninjas. In Mortal Kombat lore, the cyborg ninjas are often portrayed as being evil, but of all of them, it is arguably Cyrax who has the most complex journey as a cyborg. We will show you how with the full story of Cyrax. Cyrax is the yellow cyborg among the other cyborg ninjas in Mortal Kombat. Each of the ninjas are associated with different colors or weaponry, and some of Cyrax's more recognizable attacks include his grenades and his net launcher. Prior to being automated, Cyrax is a human from the South African country of Botswana, who eventually joined the Lin Kuei, a Chinese clan of martial artists. Cyrax's opinion on and conflict with the Lin Kuei's decision to convert their warriors to cyborgs is the character's defining trait, more so than anyone else in the franchise. Before continuing, it should be noted that within Mortal Kombat lore there are two continuities, the Midway continuity and the NetherRealm continuity. The Midway continuity is comprised of the games developed by Midway Games. Though now defunct, they are the original developers of the Mortal Kombat franchise. The NetherRealm continuity is comprised of the games developed by NetherRealm Studios, which is currently active and will soon see a new release in the upcoming Mortal Kombat 11. Cyrax makes his Mortal Kombat debut in Mortal Kombat 3. When we see him here, he has already been converted into a cyborg as part of the Lin Kuei's Cyber Initiative, along with Smoke and Sektor, though Smoke was human during the time of his appearance in Mortal Kombat 2. The Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei decreed it as such, and the Lin Kuei at this time is an organization primarily focused on obedience and creating the most ruthless of warriors. It treats defectors harshly by hunting them down and does not tolerate dissent, especially in the form of disobeying the call to be turned into a cyborg. Along with the other cyborgs, Cyrax is tasked with apprehending Sub-Zero, a Lin Kuei warrior who rejected the call to be automated. Cyrax and the other cyborgs fail in their mission by the end of Mortal Kombat 3. In fact, Cyrax is defeated by Sub-Zero, the younger Sub-Zero with the real name Kuai Liang, rather than the first Sub-Zero with the real name Bi-Han. In this game and afterwards, Sub-Zero reprogrammed Cyrax to oppose flagship villain Shao Kahn. Interesting subversion there. In any case, Cyrax never ends up fighting against Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat 3 because Liu Kang and the other heroes end up defeating Shao Kahn. Cyrax, left without a mission, began to malfunction and wander aimlessly. Cyrax is seen again in Mortal Kombat Gold, an updated release of Mortal Kombat 4, but here he has been reprogrammed by the Lin Kuei for evil. When Shinnok, the main villain of Mortal Kombat 4, was defeated by the end of the game, Cyrax had begun experiencing visions of his life as a human before conversion. Cyrax was eventually retrieved by Sonya Blade and Jax Briggs of the United States Special Forces. The two agents also later formed the Outworld Investigation Agency to fight against threats to Earthrealm from other dimensions. Sonya and Jax use a special device to restore Cyrax's humanity, and Cyrax, elated and full of gratitude, joins the Outworld Investigation Agency and pledges to fight for Earthrealm. Cyrax returns for the fifth game in the series, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. While scouting in Outworld, he is ambushed by the demons Moloch and Draman. Cyrax's arm console, which allows him to create portals to Earthrealm, is damaged. The vampiress Natara asks Cyrax for help retrieving a portal sphere in exchange for creating a portal back to Earthrealm for him. Cyrax obliges, and after retrieving the artifact for her, Natara creates a portal for him so that he may return to Outworld. Cyrax is not present for Mortal Kombat Deception, but does return for the last game in the Midway continuity, Mortal Kombat Armageddon. He is aligned with the forces of light in the Battle of Armageddon at the end of the game, but perishes along with the other heroes. In the Midway continuity, the fight for Earthrealm did not end well, but Raiden, the last of the heroes to perish, sought to send information from the events leading up to this to a past self so that the heroes can make decisions that will ensure their victory and the preservation of Earthrealm. This founds the NetherRealm continuity, and it begins with Mortal Kombat 2011, starting with the first Mortal Kombat tournament. In this version of the first Mortal Kombat, Cyrax is a participant along with Sektor and the first Sub-Zero, the three of whom are Lin Kuei warriors. We first see him as a fight in Scorpion's story mode chapter, wherein Scorpion fights and defeats a tag team of Cyrax and Sektor. Scorpion is a Shirai Ryu warrior, and the Shirai Ryu and the Lin Kuei are bitterly opposed martial arts clans. Prior to the fight, however, Cyrax expresses his dislike for the Cyber Initiative, the decree from the Grand Master for the Lin Kuei to become cyborgs. Cyrax says that the Cyber Initiative goes against Lin Kuei principles and means relinquishing their free will, but Sektor responds that obedience is most important. Scorpion later fights Sub-Zero, and though initially planning not to kill Sub-Zero, Scorpion is agitated by Quan Chi into killing his opponent. Staring at Sub-Zero's remains, Raiden and Cyrax muse over Sub-Zero's death and the Lin Kuei. Cyrax resents Raiden's suggestion that Sub-Zero is partly responsible for his own death, and the two later exchange words about the Cyber Initiative. Cyrax tells Raiden that he opposes the Cyber Initiative as it removes essential aspects of being human. Raiden tests Cyrax's ideological commitments by asking Cyrax if he protests the Lin Kuei's involvement in this tournament, as they are contracted by the evil sorcerer Shang Tsung to fight and kill Earthrealm warriors. As allies to the Outworld, the Lin Kuei are effectively operating to ensure the capture of Earthrealm itself, even if the Lin Kuei are located in Earthrealm. Raiden's words leave Cyrax deep in thought, but he is eventually interrupted by Shiva and Baraka, who have been commanded by Shang Tsung to kill Cyrax. Cyrax defeats both and seeks to speak to Shang Tsung to find out why he is marked for death. Cyrax later finds Sektor and Shang Tsung talking and notifies Sektor that Shang Tsung gave orders to kill him. Shang Tsung responds that Cyrax's speaking to Raiden is something that he doesn't approve of. Sektor says that Cyrax will still obey orders, and Shang Tsung decrees that the next tournament match will pit Cyrax against Johnny Cage. Cyrax wins, and when prompted to kill Johnny Cage, Cyrax notices Raiden's look of disapproval and declines, as Johnny Cage did after he defeated Baraka. Sektor and Cyrax argue over Cyrax's decision. Cyrax says that it was enough that he had defeated Johnny Cage rather than killed him, and later states that while he chose to serve the Lin Kuei, he will not surrender his free will. Cyrax rejects the Lin Kuei altogether and wins in a fight against Sektor, and when Sektor reminds him that defectors are treated harshly, Cyrax knocks him out. However, the next we see of Cyrax, he has been automated, programmed for complete obedience to the Lin Kuei. He appears in his new cyborg form in Sub-Zero's story mode chapter, Sub-Zero as the name is assumed by Kuai Liang, and orders Sub-Zero to come with him. Sub-Zero declines and defeats Cyrax. Later, after Sub-Zero defeats Scorpion during the second Mortal Kombat tournament, Sub-Zero is apprehended by the Lin Kuei cyborgs, and Cyrax and Sektor ask Shao Kahn for Sub-Zero's capture in return for the Lin Kuei's loyalty, to which Shao Kahn assents. Cyrax's last major role is as a story mode fight for Nightwolf, when Outworld sends the Lin Kuei and then Sindel to kill the congregation of Earthrealm warriors. Such is the extent of Cyrax's involvement in Mortal Kombat 2011. Cyrax doesn't appear in Mortal Kombat 10 but does have a role in the Mortal Kombat 10 comics that chronologically precede the events of that game. Cyrax is restored to the side of good after Sub-Zero uploads a virus into the Lin Kuei's network, disabling the cyborgs' obedience protocols. Sektor came to lead the Lin Kuei during the time of the Mortal Kombat 10 comic, with the other cyborgs and Cyrax obeying him. However, that comes to an end when Sub-Zero and later Cyrax fight against Sektor at Sektor's Lin Kuei base. Sub-Zero infiltrates the base, but is later almost captured by Cyrax and Sektor, right up to the point when the virus finally disables the cyborg's obedience protocols and frees Cyrax. Cyrax attacks Sektor and then helps fight off the other cyborgs who rush to Sektor's aid. Sub-Zero eventually kills Sektor during this mission, and the cyborgs' being left without a master disorients them. Cyrax self-destructs after telling Sub-Zero that the Lin Kuei need a clean slate, entreating Sub-Zero to be the clan's new leader and grateful to have fought alongside a true Lin Kuei warrior before perishing. This explosion wipes out the Lin Kuei base. Cyrax is dead, and he did not appear in Mortal Kombat 10. It is hard to see how Cyrax can return in future Mortal Kombat games. Robots can be recreated, but humans cannot, and Cyrax is and was human. Cyrax's last act was incredibly selfless and heroic, but there doesn't seem to be a plot-related opening allowing for Cyrax to return to the Mortal Kombat franchise. Mortal Kombat 11's central plot idea revolves around characters' past selves confronting their current selves, and Cyrax doesn't have a current self. The game does involve time travel, but there's nothing to suggest that Cyrax himself will suddenly make an appearance. Though it isn't outside of the realm of possibility, Cyrax's role in the NetherRealm continuity does seem closed. And that concludes our video on the full story of Cyrax. Cyrax is a great character in that he makes a journey that starts with him being an assassin who fights for the sake of fighting and because he was told to do so. This journey takes a sharp turn when he is turned into a cyborg, removing him of his free will. But in either continuity, Cyrax, with help, joins the side of justice. Cyrax is a character about redemption, and while it seems unlikely that Cyrax will return, it would still be a pleasant surprise. Please let us know your thoughts about Cyrax in the comments section below. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon next to it. That way you will never miss any of our videos.